hasn't been a very pretty picture for her or for Bill, because I'm the only one that's willing to talk about his problems. I mean, what he did and what he has gone through, I think is frankly terrible, especially if she wants to play the woman card.
What does it mean, though, to play the woman card, in your view?
Well, she's playing it. She's just, she is pandering. She is pandering to the public, and she's pandering to women. And when she did it with me, she talked about sexist, and I said, I have more respect for women, by far, than Hillary Clinton has. And I will do more for women than Hillary Clinton will. I'll do far more, including the protection of our country. She caused a lot of the problems that we have right now. You could say she caused the migration. Look at the problems in Syria.
You mean as Secretary of State?
As Secretary of State. I mean, the entire world has been upset. The entire world it's a different place. During Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton's term, she's done a horrible job. She's caused so many of the problems. And let me tell you something. She's caused death. She's caused tremendous death with incompetent decisions. I was against the war in Iraq. I wasn't a politician, but I was against the war in Iraq. She voted for the war in Iraq.
You said she caused death. How?
Well, absolutely. Look at Libya. That was her baby. Look, I mean, I'm not even talking about the ambassador and the people with the ambassador, young, wonderful people, with messages coming in by the hundreds, and she's not even responding. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all of the death that's been caused. And not only on our side, on the other side.
Would be that there were people saved by going in and taking action.
There's nothing saved. If we would have never done anything in the Middle East, we would have a much safer world right now. Getting rid of Saddam Hussein, I'm not saying he was a good person, he was a bad person. But what we have now is far worse, okay? And all of this has led to ISIS, all of this has led to the migration, all of this has led to tremendous death and destruction. And she, for the most part, was in charge of it, along with Obama.
You say you'll do more for women than Hillary Clinton. How do you think a woman's experience in daily life is different than in the modern world than a man's?
Well, I think they have a different life. I mean, it's a different life, but at the same time, I don't think women want to be pandered to. I think women don't like Hillary Clinton, to be honest with you, John. I think that women, and I see it all the time, and they tell me, you have to beat her, you have to win. She's a terrible person, she's a terrible person. Women are telling me that. I think, frankly, that women do not like Hillary Clinton.
But are women, do they have the same advantages of men in today's world? Do they...
Well, I think they've come a long way, and I think I've certainly within my company done things that were very different, because 30 years ago I had a woman in charge of building a massive building on Fifth Avenue, more than 30 years ago, and nobody would have done that in terms of construction. It was unheard of. I was way ahead, even to this day. I have so many women executives, and they're incredible, but I have been great to women in terms of the world of business, and I've been given great credit for that.
You're going to spend $2 million on ads. What have people not?
Oh no, I'm going to spend $2 million on ads per week, at least.
What do people not know about you that they need to see in
Honestly,
ads?
I don't know. I think I'm probably wasting the money, but I'm $35 million under budget. Look, I was going to have 35 or 40 million spent by now. I haven't spent anything. I almost feel guilty. I think, if you want to know the truth, I'm doing the ads. I'm leading by, as you will say, a lot. You can take the CBS poll, you can take any poll, and I'm winning by a lot. I don't think I need the ads, but I'm doing them. I almost feel guilty. And I'm $35 to $40 million under budget. I was going to have at least $35 million spent as of January 1st, which is now. I've spent almost nothing. I feel guilty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a little money. I want to be certain. I want to be sure. And I think I'm going to do very well in Iowa. I think I'm going to do really well in New Hampshire. You know, New Hampshire, the polls are very, very powerful, very strong. And in Iowa, I'm leading. You know, nobody says it. In Iowa, the CNN poll, it's 33 to 20 that I'm leading. Ted Cruz is second. Nobody ever